Since the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2, a lot of people have been talking about leaks and rumors, and a potential leak slash rumor is that we're going to be getting a Legend of Zelda remake slash remaster going into the Nintendo Switch 2. But let's talk about the two that stand out the most. As we know already, with the official release of the Nintendo Switch 2 on the horizon, there are going to be a lot of leaks and rumors leading up to its launch. But let's talk about two games that people are speculating to finally come to the Nintendo Switch 2 this year and possibly shown in the next Nintendo Direct that will be held in April, and specifically on April 2nd. Let's talk about the first game that a lot of people want and are just speculating to come to the Nintendo Switch 2, and that's going to be Twilight Princess. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was remastered on the Wii U. It's a big game in the community for Legend of Zelda fans. It's one of the best games in the series. It's one of the most loved games in the series. But one thing people really want is this game on the Nintendo Switch 2. The way I see it is I see that there can only be one way for them to get two remasters on the same console at the same time, and I expect it to be the same as Mario All-Stars with Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Sunshine. These games were together because they were loved games. They wanted to bring it to the Switch, and they thought, wow, let's just make it a 3-pack for a one game that's going to be limited time to buy. And they did, and a lot of people bought it. It was sold out almost immediately. But now we're going into the Nintendo Switch 2, where a lot can be possible, especially a two-way game for Twilight Princess. And the next game I was going to talk about is Wind Waker. Wind Waker, another loved Legend of Zelda game. Not the most loved because a lot of people hated the colors, hated the scheme, hated the design when it first came out. They thought it was too cartoony for a Legend of Zelda game. But here we are talking about it once again. They were both remastered for the Wii U. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, they need to come to the Nintendo Switch 2, because what else could this possibly mean for a Legend of Zelda game? They're not going to make a new original 3D Zelda game. It's not going to happen anymore. At least not right now, because Tears of the Kingdom recently came out on the Switch, and you just can't expect them to do that because it still takes so much time. No idea if they're even working on one. They already made Echoes of Wisdom that came out in September, but these games have to come to the Switch. It's going to bring a lot of hype. It's probably going to be shown, if it is true, it is going to be shown during the Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. But this has to come to reality. It has to happen. I want to see it happen. Twilight Princess, one of the most loved games in the Zelda community. One of the darkest games in the Zelda community. But over time, it did become one of the most loved. Same with Wind Waker. Some people, specifically people that don't like that type of style for a Zelda game, didn't enjoy it as much as they did Twilight Princess, because they like a darker, more realistic tone. But when you look at Wind Waker was a great game. It was actually one of the best Zelda games, one of my favorite of all time. Just a great game, a fun game, a hard game. But that game definitely has to come to the Switch. I would love if Nintendo were to do what they did with 3D All-Stars for Mario, but do it this time with Legend of Zelda games and make it Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD as a bundle. I think a lot of people would love to see that. No idea if it's possible. These are two really big games, but Nintendo could pull it off if they really want to. And a lot of people want to see Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on the Switch, like we all expected it to be on the original Switch. But now we're going to the Switch 2 era, so it's very possible now. But who knows? This Zelda remaster slash remake, it could literally be anything. It could be Breath of the Wild. It could be Ocarina of Time. It could be Majora's Mask. It could be literally anything. We don't know. We will know, though, on April 2nd, assuming that this is real confirmed rumors slash leaks. But for now, we're just here to speculate that Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are two very big possibilities that can be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in the near future and possibly this year. But again, take this all with a grain of salt. I don't want to get your hopes up. I am excited, though, just to see what they do during this Direct. Now that we know that there's going to be a Zelda game, could be Breath of the Wild, but who knows? There are many possibilities for a Legend of Zelda remaster slash remake. No idea what it's gonna be. My predictions are hopefully Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, that they come true. I really, really want to play Twilight Princess and Wind Waker again. Twilight Princess wasn't my best when I was a kid. Game was not my type. Wind Waker was more my style. It was cartoony. It was fun. It was just these games are so good that they have to come back. We got Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword was such a hated game on the Wii. I don't know why it was so hated. I love that game. I guess it was just too linear for some people's likings. The game was too repetitive at times. I get it. But that game was just... I love that game. That game was very enjoyable. I don't know why people hate it so much. Skyward Sword is still one of my favorite Legend of Zelda games. Probably my top 5. And I just really enjoyed it. And I just hope they do the same for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. In my opinion, I believe that every game for the Zelda series should come out remastered or remade on the Switch 2. Coming this year, whatever, doesn't matter, in the near future. I still believe, since the Nintendo Switch 2 is probably going to be Nintendo's biggest console yet, and it's probably going to be the same design from the years on. There's not going to be a new console. It's always going to be the Switch from now on. That's my take, because this is still the most successful console in Nintendo history, and there's no way they move on from this. This is the best possible console they could have made. The Switch 2 is just a better version of the Switch, and don't expect a new console anytime soon, because the Switch is where they're staying. The Switch is their best seller. It's going to stay their best seller. They're going to keep making these consoles because they are that good, and what we need is a Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD remaster to be put onto this console so we can make it 10 times better, and hopefully we can all watch the Nintendo Direct and finally get an announcement from Eiji Aonuma, possibly talking about a new Zelda game, which is highly, highly unlikely. Do not get your hopes up. Do not expect that, because we just got Tears of the Kingdom. We can't be greedy yet. I am starting to get greedy, though. I want a new Zelda game, but we gotta wait. But hopefully he announces a remaster of some sort, and it's going to be a bundle of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD for the Nintendo Switch 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys are excited for the potential games we can be getting for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Direct that's going to be held on April 2nd, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know in the comments if you guys are just excited for the Nintendo Switch 2 in general. I know I am. I'm gonna keep making videos on it. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the possible 3D Mario game that we can be getting. But for now, I thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Discord will be down in the description down below. If you want to join, we can chat in my Discord. But I'll see you guys in the next one.